Hi, my name is Jayne Roberts, and I'm interested in the Master of Arts in Teaching program because I want to be an elementary school teacher, and more specifically because it really fits perfectly with my previous experience, my previous schooling that I've had, and just where I'm at in life right now. I graduated in 2020 with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts, and I had no clue what I wanted to do. So I've worked a couple of different jobs since then, and most recently I am currently working as a paraeducator at an elementary school, and I love it. So your program is really great for me because it will allow me to get to teaching faster since it's just a 1-year program, and it will also allow me to do it online, which lets me keep my current job and continue to live in Wichita. And it's also good because my bachelor's degree is not in a related field. So really, for all of those reasons, your program just fits my needs perfectly. I have had a lot of experience working with kids. I babysat and I nannied in high school, and I've volunteered in the nursery, but I think that more so like experience that I've had actually organizing and running groups of kids has been when I worked at Camp Hiawatha is one of them. I led games, I was a lifeguard, I was in charge of setting up games. I also worked at the ropes course, so just really being in charge of groups of kids based off of their ages and leading them in games, structuring things, making sure it's fun and safe for everybody. And then the job that I had before working at an elementary school was I worked full-time at the YMCA as a personal trainer. And really, when I realized that I want to work with kids was when I started running a kids group. So it's basically just exercise for kids. My kids that I had were ranged from 8 to 11 years old. And that was really when I just fell in love with working with kids. And then obviously most recently, I am currently working as a paraeducator, as I said. So yeah, I have gotten quite a bit of experience with working with kids already. And I think that I will be a successful teacher because first and foremost, the reason I want to do this is because I love kids. I love working with them, and I love doing anything that I can to teach them and help them to be better people and create better lives for themselves and better lives for the people around them. I know that might sound kind of deep since we're talking about elementary age kids, but these kids are going to grow into adults and they're going to be our next generation. And I just think it's so important that we teach them everything that we can, starting from as young as we can. And I also think that I'll be a successful teacher because I have had so many personal struggles with schoolwork. I have a lot of learning differences. I am diagnosed with dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, ADD, and an auditory processing disorder. And that is also why I want to get a master's degree, because I want to prove to anyone else that if I can do this, anyone can. It's not so much about how smart you are. Sometimes it's about how hard you're willing to work and being able to use resources. And I also know the struggle and the pain, and I know how it feels when kids are trying to learn something and it's just really difficult. I know that. I deal with that on a daily basis still, and so I can relate to those students, and I also know how important it is to not coddle them, but to push them and encourage them and tell them that they can learn. Lastly, I think I'll be a successful teacher because I already have experience working with kids, like I mentioned earlier, but also specifically because I have experience working in a school. So I already know the struggles of working in a school and how hard it is to deal with things you don't necessarily think about, like behavioral issues and classroom management. I already am expecting those struggles, and I know they'll be difficult, but I'm ready for them, and I'm already learning how to deal with those. The teachers at my school, most of them have been teaching for 20 plus years, and I get to go sit in so many different classrooms and learn from so many different styles of teaching and different people. And it's really amazing how much I already am learning and have learned just from working there. So yeah, I hope that you will accept my application, and I am really looking forward to taking the next steps in this process. Thanks.